Welcome to Aaron Plays. This will be episode 17 of my Fire in the Lake playthrough, with me playing as the US and the other three factions being played by the Tru'ng expansion bots. In the last episode, the ARVN have come very close to entering the victory zone. If they get one more point and there's a coup, they will win the game. Myself, I'm not doing so well. Only 28 points. BC 17 and the NBA are on 8. So runaway leader at the present moment is the ARVN. So I'm going to think of a way to curtail what they're doing. I've got to hit their patronage. Look at their patronage, it's 23. I don't really want to hurt their coin control. Where their control is where I can place pieces and such forth. So it's the patronage I've got to look at. Is there a way that I can actually hit their patronage directly? I don't think there is. I can increase the aid. Here, train. Pay to pacify 1 or 2 levels, or is Saigon up to 3 patronage to ARVN resources? That's not great, is it? Because then I'm not doing what I need to do, which is to pacify. Okay. Hopefully there'll be a few events that will curtail, and the other 2 factions will hit that patronage. Anyway, so who's active on this card? Myself and the Viet Cong. They haven't got enough troops to do their Tet offensive, and I've got nowhere near enough support for my linebacker. So this is the card that is inactive. So card 112. The VC view this as a critical card, 112. They do. So viewing it as a critical card, let's look at the notes here. Current event is critical and effective. It's an effective card. What does it actually do? Shift 3 province with ARVN, each 1 level towards active opposition, and place a VC guerrilla in each. Under adds or increases, shift towards opposition, makes it a critical and effective event. So they will be doing the event. Okay. Let's read that again. Shift 3 provinces with ARVN, each 1 level towards active opposition. 3 provinces with ARVN. There are quite a few of those. Towards active opposition. Okay, so let's now have a look at which provinces they will choose. Probably most population will be paramount there. Shift towards opposition. City or province not at active opposition. Well, there's very few that are active opposition, so we'll narrow it down. Most pop. Okay. City or province not at active opposition with most pop. So we're looking at here. It's got to have ARVN in it as well. So we're looking at all the provinces with 2. No ARVN in Huen Fong, so I can't place it there. I can here, Tain in, city or province with active opposition. No, city or province with. Read the card again. Shift to 3 provinces with ARVN, each 1 level. So it's got to have ARVN. And it's got to have most pop at the moment. That's a 2. 2. There's 3 with 2s. 4, 2. Can't choose country. There's no ARVN. 2. So I think that's all the 2s labeled. And there's 1, 2. Did it say province or city? Shift 3 provinces. So it won't do a city, so it won't do Hoi. Hoi is not a province. So I think that's 1, 2. There's the 3 spaces. So shift just towards opposition. Okay. And place a gorilla in each. You feeling lonely out there? Okay. I think that's the be all and end all of that card. 3 provinces with ARVN, each 1 level towards active opposition. Done that. Place a VC gorilla in each. Done that. Okay, so that's the card play done. Faction play. And it's over to me, so I can do a op and a special activity. Well, so far I've done everything I can to keep the VC under control and keep the NVA out. And all that's got me so far is no one liking me and a lot of troops on the board. While the ARVN, all right, we've been taken back a little bit there by the VC, are sitting pretty. So what options do I have? Train, build local forces. Do I want more ARVN on the board? Support and cut patronage. It's a very small chance of it. Up to 3 patronage to ARVN resources. Well, that's not getting me anything. It's just cutting them back. Cutting them back by 3. Sounds good. And then if I advise, 1 or 2 spaces not selected for training, each space sweep in place or assault with ARVN, or activate an underground ranger or a regular to remove 2 enemy pieces, and +6 aid. Advise does sound good. Increasing that aid and using the irregular forces to eliminate 2 VC pieces. So that'd be useful. Activate an underground ranger or a regular to remove 2 enemy pieces. Where's the ARVN ranger? It's there. Because underground ranger or irregular. It would severely hurt them here. That would be useful. Okay, it looks like that's what I've got to do. train and advise. So cities or provinces with US pieces. Cost 3 ARVN resources per space where ARVN placed. Place 1 to 2 irregulars, or if US base 1 to 2 rangers, or up to 6 ARVN cubes. Okay, where do we want these ARVN cubes? As we can place 6 of them. I think we're going to place them in full Dalek. So that's the first train space we have. Let's place all 6 of those. Oh, move all 6. Okay. That's 6 of those. So that costs 3 resources. All right. Do I want to train elsewhere? Place 1 to 2 irregulars, or if US base 1 to 2 rangers, or up to 6 ARVN cubes. Then pay to pacify on 1 to 2 levels, or if Saigon has 3 patronage to ARVN resources. So I could train in Saigon to get that last part, which I'm going to do. So I want to do, or if Saigon, up to 3 patronage to ARVN resources. So I'm going to train there. Now, we've got no rangers. I've got 1 irregular. So I could bring him into Saigon. Place 1 or 2 regulars. We bring him. Now, my current support available is 28. If I move him out of there, does he? No, he doesn't cost towards the available. And I'm going to raise him in Saigon. And train there costs another 3 ARVN resources. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Making sure I'm double bubbled them. Right, so that's my 2 training spaces. Now let's have a look at this. All right, and up to 3 patronage to ARVN resources. 3 patronage to ARVN resources. I'm going to take all 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. And put them onto ARVN resources. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, advise, strike with indigenous forces, add aid. Location, 1 or 2 spaces not selected for training. Each base sweep in place or assault with ARVN, cost 0. Or activate an underground ranger or irregular to remove 2 enemy pieces. Yes. Okay. 1 or 2 spaces not selected for training. Well, we're going to do it here. I'm going to activate a ranger from my irregulars, activate, and remove 2 pieces. Is there anywhere else that could be done? I could do it here to remove 1 gorilla. want to keep this free, so I'm going to use it down here to activate this ranger. Remove that gorilla. Okay. Then the last part of that particular card, or special activity, then if desired, 6 aid. Well, that aid, as we know, has been hammered down to 2, so I'm going to add 6 to it, put it on to 8. Okay. Oops, so that was me doing an op and special activity. End faction play, end card play, draw card. Okay. So we're back to the NVA, the ARVN. NVA have a possibility of the Easter offensive. This card's not critical to them. So there's 2 card leaders in the box there. So we worked out it was a 1 required. No, they do not release the Easter offensive. Okay. So first up then is the ARVN on this card. But looking at what's coming up, I think they might be passing on this, but let's have a look. Bring this up. All right. Caravan is critical and effective. Well, I can't see the USS Jersey being critical for them, but let's check. Card 30. Critical for the VC, but not for anyone else. Okay. Next eligible card. Next eligible could choose critical event. Well, next eligible was for them is the NBA, and the card wasn't critical for them either. First choice on upcoming critical event. So the election number 83 is a critical card for the ARVN. No, it's not. Oh, I thought it would be with them going first on it. It was 83, wasn't it? Okay. The answer is no to that question. I was expecting first choice on upcoming critical event. The answer is no, because it's not critical for them. So they do an op and SA. I am surprised by that. I thought that would have been critical for them. Op and SA. Okay. So the first card up for them is ARVN K. Coin control pot plus patronage is equal to or greater than 42. The meaning of life, the universe, and everything, 42. It is greater than 42. 47. Yes. All line of communication routes from Canthal to Hoi blocked. All communication routes. Well, there's only that one's blocked, so the answer to that one is no. So we flip the card. All right. Assault would add coin control. Can they assault anywhere? No. They're not set up to assault anywhere, are they? No. No. Train. Place all available rangers. Place queues. Well, they've got nothing to place. Okay. Because all their queues and all their rangers are placed. So I think that card is therefore ignored because they can't actually do anything on it. So the next card available is ARVN. So let's place that back. ARVN. 3d6 available ARVN pieces. There are no available ARVN pieces. Draw a new card. Oh, blimey. ARVN H. More than 5 ARVN troops and rangers in any one space. Oh, yes. Select one special activity. Transport using move priorities. Okay. Okay, so they're going to be doing some moving here. First of all, we have to determine the selected destination. And when it comes to destinations, this is using sweep or transport destinations. And the first option on there is city or province in South Vietnam without coin control. So let's look at the places without coin control. So there's one. There's not that many. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So one of those will be the destination. See if we can narrow it down further. Most population. That's 2, 2. That removes those two. The equation. That's also 2. So there's 3 2s there. So, okay. Next up. Enemy base. Does any of these provinces have? Yeah. Quang Tin is the only one with an enemy base. So that is the transport destination. Quang Tin. So that's selected the first thing. Select an origin, the space with the most movable pieces within reach of the destination and not already selected as a destination. Okay, now this is where this guy comes into effect. His, and I put it in inverted commas, special ability is transport uses a maximum of 1 line of communication space. In other words, he's cutting down on the use of transport. So the space with the most ARVN pieces. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like they'll be coming from Bin Din, and it is within one line of communication. So they can hop on here, which is the same line of communication, into Quang Tin. Okay. So that's the destination and the origin selected. Select pieces to keep in the origin. So what do they keep there? So they've got to keep sufficient pieces to change no control. Well, considering there is only one Viet Cong, Viet Minh, that's because I'm starting to play DPP, DMP and Few. I've been reading a lot about the Viet Minh. The Viet Cong, there's only one Viet Cong piece in Binh Dinh. The chance of change of control there is 0. So all their pieces could move. Keep all cubes in South Vietnam. Well, they're not leaving South Vietnam. Keep coin cubes equal to enemies on lines of communication. Doesn't apply. Keep 3 coin cubes in space with the coin base. Well, there's enough Americans there to look after that coin base. ARVN cubes are greater than US troops. If they've been greater, keep to the level of the US troops, that doesn't apply. So they could technically move all of their pieces. In other words, they don't have to keep any in the origin. And they want to get looks like they want to move, say, maximum to gain coin control. So on the right, so they're doing the transport. Actually, there is an actual rules for how many pieces can be transported. Relocate troops quickly and prepare rangers. Accompany any operation, location any. Move up to 6 ARVN troops or rangers from one space via adjacent line of communications or cities, and if desired, then into any adjacent destinations. Stop at resurgence, flip all rangers underground. Okay, so there can be a maximum of 6 of these troops. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, let's do 6, which gains some coin control. They're determined to win, aren't they? Puts them back up to 49 here. Interesting. Okay, and they can flip that ranger back underground. That was the only one that went underground. Okay, so that fulfills the first part, select special transport. So this is card H we were looking at. Let me bring that back up. Card H. We've done that. So an ARVN assault would add coin control or unblock the line of communication route between Canton and Thoi. And no, there isn't really, is there? There's no place geared up for an assault. Because here, all right, they could take out one piece, but they've already got coin control there. So again, looking at that card, ARVN assault would add coin control or unblock the line of communication route between Can Tho and Hoi. Well, the line of communication route's not blocked, and there is nowhere their troops. There's limited amount of races where I haven't got coin control. I mean, if this guy had been active, he could have attacked him, but there isn't. So we get to flip card H, as denoted by that symbol there. Card HH. All right, 3d6 available ARVN pieces. No, there are none available. So assault in space using remove. Assault in space is using remove. Okay, so they will still assault using the remove priorities, which is here. Is there a vulnerable base? No. There is up here, but they've got our troops here. Right, so next. Not sure what that red one is. Let me have a look. Raid, that's not a raid, okay. City or province establishment without coin control. No. Most pop. So they want to assault where there's most population, where they can assault. So they can assault here. In actual fact, that's the only place they can assault. Well, that ends got a conclusion in, doesn't it? So they take out this piece. And pat themselves on the back because they've got nowhere else to assault. But they have gained coin control, which does push up their victory point marker. Okay. End faction play. Who's next up on this card? NVA. So let's look at their options. Okay. Active faction will be first eligible on upcoming critical event. They're going to be last eligible upon the election, so no. First eligible chose op and SA. An event is performed or critical. Okay, let's have a look if this is performed or critical. It's card number 30. It's nothing for the NVA. Couldn't give a monkeys. So no. Will be first eligible upcoming card. No. First eligible chose op only. Or first eligible chose op and SA. They did. So the NBA will do a limited op. So no special activity. Okay. That hasn't happened that often, a limited op. Okay. And the first NVA card we have is NVAR. Let's bring that up. NVAR. Right, support plus available is equal to than greater than 42. That's my score. Nowhere near. So draw a new card. Oh, okay. Next one up is NVAQ. Right, 2d6 available guerrillas. Okay, so the amount of available guerrillas they have is 14. So 2d6 is going to be equal to, well, let's just roll it anyway. Total is a 3. 3, is that equal to or less than the available guerrillas? Yes. Okay. 6 NVA troops in any space with coin troops or a coin base? No. No. Flip card. NVAQ. All right. That's where I've got. I do wish I didn't have to shrink it back down each time and expand it again so you can actually read the cards. Okay, so they will rally. Place bases where 3 plus NVA gorillas. I don't think there are 3 plus NVA gorillas in any spaces. No, there aren't. All right. Select spaces using place gorillas. Okay. So that's back on this chart. This one. And zoom in. Place NVA gorillas. Vulnerable NVA base. There are no vulnerable bases because they've all got at least one gorilla on them. Most NVA bases, they've all got, in the provinces, 2 bases each. Laos and Cambodia with coin control. None of those apply. Ours apply coin control. No. There's no coin control where they can place gorillas. Most pop. VC base. City of province with the fewest NVA pieces. That could be the one that causes the crash. Okay. Only one piece there. Was it? Sorry, I lost the plot there for a moment. Place NVA gorillas, city or province with the fewest. Yeah, because these all cause ties. That doesn't apply. There isn't a place where they can place gorillas where there's ARVN control. Coin control. Because you're still going to follow the actual placement rules themselves, not just what this actual card says. So, replacement of NVA gorillas. On any province or cities without support. 1 resource per space. Okay, so most NVA bases, that means I should be marking it. All right, so they could be placing here. Actually, I have to do it in white, easy to see. Here. 1, 2, 3. So it's between those 5 spaces as we move further down that chart. I should have been marking that because so none of those are ARVN or coin controlled. Okay. Laos, Cambodia with coin, no, so none of those apply. None of them got population. None of them got a VC base. And city or province with the fewest none of them got non-NVA pieces. City or province with the highest total adjacent population. Okay, we've had this in the past. This one here has got 2, 4, 6 adjacent population, whereas Southern Laos has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was between those 2. So it's randomly determined. Southern Laos 1, 2, 3 is not. So the first place that will get gorillas is the parrot's beak. And they get gorillas equal to place or replace 2. Right. If NVA base, instead of place NVA gorillas up to trail value, the trail value is 3 plus bases 4, 5. So they get to place 5 gorillas down there. Running out of spaces, boom. Remember, this is a lim op, so this is the only place they get to place them. Okay, but 5 gorillas is 5 gorillas. They're going to get special activity, and a lim op is only in 1 space. So that would end the card play on this card. USS Jersey. Yeah. So, infection. action play, end card play, draw card. Moves up. Sorry, they should be over there. So, Colonel Chow, VC chose that one. I then had my operations. This one here, it was ARVN in VC, NBA. Okay, so we now have, sorry, have I messed up here? I had to do a quick check there. I hadn't diddled down here, but that's correct. Okay, going to call that an end on this video. So if you enjoyed what you've been watching, please click the like and subscribe if not done so already. Any comments, much appreciated. Till next time.